In today's video, I played all 3 of the modern Doom games on Ultra Nightmare difficulty, which is the hardest difficulty in all of the Doom games. Ultra Nightmare takes all of the difficulty from normal Nightmare, but adds permadeath, which means if you die at any point within the whole campaign, you must restart from the beginning. So for today's challenge, I gave myself one try at every Doom game on Ultra Nightmare difficulty to see how far I can get, and at the end of the video, we'll go over the difficulty of each game and which one was the hardest. But enough of me talking now, as it's time to get started with Doom 2016. Let us. I didn't actually realize you don't start in the normal starting area. You start after you've got in the lift. So I'm a bit scared, to be honest. But I just love this game. I love the graphics of this game. I love how well it runs. After blowing a fat load all over Doom 2016's amazing graphics, I make my way to the first combat area where I snipe a few enemies with the pistol and then get 360 no-scoped by an imp, taking nearly half my HP. However, after getting clarted, I deal with the first combat area pretty easily. What was that glory kill? Why did we just kill air? I then make my way towards getting the blue keycard, where I also find the Doom guy's little bro. I then find some grenades, throw them at some homeless people on fentanyl, and continue through the level without too much hassle. I unlock the secret classic level, and then get our first weapon upgrade, the grenade launcher. And from there on out, I complete the level without too much hassle. We then move on to level 2, which started pretty well. We make our way through the first areas pretty easily, we open a window, and we unlock the second secret classic level. After beating that, and a few more small areas, we finally unlock the chainsaw. However, after finding the chainsaw and making our way through the second level, we reach our first gore nest area, which poses quite the challenge. Is that everything? Okay, cool. Let's hit this now. Alright, we gotta prepare, because this is about to be quite tricky. Alright. Let's do this. And we get the music kicking, though. Best part about this game. Oh, what the hell? Damn. That is me done, man. Okay, that was actually quite tricky. Ooh, the difficulty really ramped up in that. I knew that was going to be a challenge, but I didn't expect to just get one tapped by one of the soldiers. And there we have it, the end of our run for Doom 2016. Honestly, I made it further than I thought I would, considering I'm not the best at Doom, but either way, that marks the end for Doom 2016, and we can now move on to our next game, Doom Eternal. Similar to Doom 2016, Doom Eternal starts off pretty simple. The game teaches you the basic starter mechanics like glory kills, but then unlike 2016, actually gives you the chainsaw right away, as ammo in Eternal is a little more sparse to each weapon, as the game doesn't want you to rely on the same few weapons. But either way, after we unlock the chainsaw, we move on to our first real fight arena and complete it with ease. After clearing out the first fight arena, we then make our way to the first of the 3 Hell Priests, and we very kindly adjust his crown for him. I then find Big Man, and then unlock the full auto attachment for the shotgun. We then fight through some more arenas, and then I acquire the assault rifle, a very powerful weapon for mid to long range, which definitely makes the game a little more manageable. I then do some basic parkour, and I find the monsters that are located under your mom's bed. However, it is the combat arena after the dildo room that gives us our first real challenge. Oh shit, oh shit, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh no, oh no. We were doing so well. Oh man. Damn, I guess we're moving on to Doom the Dark Ages. I really didn't expect to end there. We were doing really well and I just got caught off guard by that arachna flingle bingle. And there we have it, the end of our run in Doom Eternal. Honestly, I expected to make it a little further than that, but either way, it's time to move on to our final and most recently released game in today's video, Doom the Dark Ages. Doom the Dark Ages starts off similarly to the previous 2 games, by starting you out in an area with a few low tier enemies that are easy to deal with. And after that, the game teaches you how to use the new shield mechanic to block damage. After that, we are thrown straight into our first arena, which is pretty chaotic. But after dealing with that, we progress the level a little and get taught how to use the new melee system, which basically replaces glory kills in this game, other than the occasional ones that still occur. We then make our way through a burning building and get introduced to Man on Funky Horse enemy. We then grab the blue key and make our way to the next big fighting area.
Once he kills the demon, the portals will collapse.
Oh. Oh shit. Damn, that area is actually kind of difficult. I think that's where I died the first time when I played on Ultra Violence as well. And then guys, I guess that's it. So there we have it, my first attempt at Ultra Nightmare on all of the modern Doom games. And to be honest, when it comes to ranking which one is the hardest on Ultra Nightmare, it is hard to tell from the beginning areas of each game, but I didn't really have time to complete each game on Ultra Nightmare. However, if you do want to see that, then make sure to get this video to 1,000 likes. But from what I played, I can honestly say that each game was harder than the last, meaning Doom 2016 was the easiest and Doom the Dark Ages was the hardest. And honestly, I think the reason for this is simply that each game has more mechanics than the last, with Doom 2016 being quite simple, then Eternal speeding things up, and then finally Doom the Dark Ages just completely changes the gameplay style. Overall, each game is hard in its own way, and depending on your style of gameplay, this ranking could quite eeasily change. But either way guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.